Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for Valentine's Day for the collective. Today is Valentine's Day, and we are going to just do a reading to see what shows up for you. I usually do a week or two ahead, and I did the last one like that, and now the day has come. Let's do one for today and see how that resonates for you. All right. Maybe you had to work today. Making that dollar dollar. Okay. So, King of Pentacles. So maybe this is putting you in a position to provide for other people. Let's just see. Oh, you're making plans with some of the money that you're making from work. I feel like you're definitely maybe saving up or you're good with your money. Okay, there might be some anxiety coming in about you making your independence financially. You might be leaving a place here of work. What is this? You're inspired to take action on something you feel really passionate about with that Ace of Wands. Now, this could be some creativity, maybe birthing a business. This might be something that impacts your family, or something you might even be initiating yourself. There might be some arguments about this, maybe within yourself or with other people. Um, Maybe they don't see eye to eye on your vision or what you are looking to do. Maybe they don't feel this is a good way of going. Maybe they're putting up some defense about this. Let's just see here how this might affect you or what might be going on here. You might be at a point here where you're looking to start your own business. Maybe you lost your job or maybe are quitting due to being able to start this business. Maybe you have enough coming in that you can quit your job now and just focus solely on your business. This might be something that's taken a while to get there. You look like you're going to, uh, if you are this Empress, this is something you are leveling up to in terms of something that really brings you a lot of pleasure here in terms of what you do. This is a passion you might have. Um, this may be that all those areas of your life is love showing up, that Venus, maybe in marriage, maybe in luxury, maybe being in the flow of things. Um, there's some type of support system here. Let's see. You're saving some money here. So money keeps trailing in even long after. It's slow and steady wins the race. So you might be single. So this may be just about you. This could just be this inner conflict, or maybe mom and dad are kind of giving you some um, argument about what you wanted to start here. What is this? Okay, maybe you're a Capricorn. Maybe this is what you're facing, is your vision. You know what your vision is. You've faced what you are meant to be doing. This is almost like I'm getting your life purpose. You have this truth that you know within yourself that you already know this is going to be something good for you. So let's just look at the next month here in if this is February, so in March, you're still on your healing journey. You might be taking time to kind of look within to see if this is um, something that will pay off in the end. Yeah, look at you. It's going to bring in those dollars for a long time coming. You might not have a lot right now, but you have the key to open that door. You've been through a lot. You may have been somebody that's so determined here to keep pushing forward despite what happens. Yeah, it's almost like you don't give up on your vision. You know what you are attracted to do. It's almost like you're being matched with a life purpose that you know you were meant to do from a long time ago. Yeah, you're closing out these cycles of I feel like I'm going to do what I feel is good for me. And maybe you've Maybe you've been one of those people that mom and dad want you to be a doctor. They want you to be this, so they want you to be that. And maybe this is you saying, look, I understand that's your vision. You've had that vision to do what you wanted to do in your lifetime. Now it's time for me to look at what my vision is of what I want to do in my life. You already been there, done that. I'm doing me now, and it's not up to you for my vision. So it's important that you don't let anyone else burden you down. You're just going to carry your own work, your own wand here. You're letting go of all the other wands. You're letting go of those obligations that you feel to your parents, or the pressure and burdens that you felt that you're not a good kid unless you do what mom and dad say. I mean, this is having success at a price of your own happiness by not going after what you want to do and just doing what everybody else wants you to do. So it's important that you invest in self here, is what I'm getting. You might be on the spiritual journey, or you might be already married, or maybe looking for that partner you're meant to marry here. Looks like that person's coming in soon. So you may be single at this time, but maybe not so much in the next couple months. You have the courage to go forward. I feel like you do take action on this person coming forward, or you're taking action towards your manifestations for it to come forward. You are the nurturing, balanced type of individual here that is stepping into that feminine side of yourself. So very sensitive and tender-hearted, maybe even empathic. All right, so February, March, and April, you're going to feel safe with somebody here. You're going to feel like you can be at peace, that there's no chaos, and that you're at a good place, where a place you can rest your head and not feel any stress here. And it might be loving words you're speaking to yourself in terms of that half full cup instead of the half empty. So optimistic side of yourself. However, this might be somebody here that's coming in for you that you're very attracted to. They may really like your self-confidence, your determination, and all the things that you have going for you, your confidence, that fiery disposition of what is and what isn't. And you're not afraid to say either or. I feel like a lot of people might be more apprehensive about saying things like that, but you're not. You're quite fine with speaking your mind. You may take a pause and reflect on what's important to you to say and how you might say it. And I feel like you definitely are listening to your intuition when it comes to this love. Yeah, you've been heartbroken before. I feel like you know what betrayal is all about. Like, you've been betrayed before. You've maybe seen a lot of antics. Maybe you've seen a lot of people doing a lot of things. Maybe you didn't always confront them on it in the past. And I feel like as you grew up, you may have confronted more and more, or you've just given them enough rope to hang themselves with it. Yeah, you're going to be putting those boundaries into effect. You have boundaries that you're putting into place where maybe as before you didn't see your own self-worth. Getting maybe that was an issue of why you went through what you did in the past. You maybe stayed with somebody that didn't see your worth, or didn't care about your worth, or just used you despite your worth. They didn't see, and you're better to, yeah, definitely get away from this person. Yeah, it looks like you're building a legacy here. So whoever's coming in new here, uh, you have put all your pain and suffering and whatever you've gone through, heartbreak here, and put it and learn how to put those boundaries in place. Now, whoever's coming in is going to build this with you. Oh, and it might even be somebody from your past. They might be getting guided in here. It may even be somebody that has a public image here or a public recognition that you're going to know who they are just by seeing them of their star status or something along those lines. Collective, wow. They're being guided in, and this is by February, March, April. You should be seeing somebody here that maybe reminds you of the past, or somebody you maybe built a legacy with at one point here or want to build with again. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like you might be you might have schooled somebody here, or there might be some schooling you're going to take, or you know how to grow your money independently now, or you've had some goals that you've had where you're going towards those goals. Whatever this is, you might end up actually being the star. And it might be somebody from your past that comes forward seeing that you have this money or this legacy you're building to pass on. Let's just see about the love you're feeling here. Now, you might be giving the benefit of the doubt to your parents or whoever you're speaking to that doesn't agree with the things you're doing. Um, you might be taking the time to do your research on this. This is something you've always wanted to do. I feel like this has to do with the job. You're single, so I feel like you're looking at things in a very honest, serious way when it comes to this. You might be facing that shadow side and know a lot about certain things when it comes to relationships. Maybe you are going to talk about relationships on a channel, what to look for in a partner, what not to have in a partner, or how to spot a narcissist, maybe. I don't know. Well, in any case, there is going to be an unexpected connection coming in for you. They may want some, they may just, and it doesn't have to be actual having sex, but it might be more about just holding your hand or touching your shoulder or showing you that loving physical connection that maybe you haven't had for a very long time. Yeah, you may have had a lot of time apart with this person. Maybe this was your high school sweetheart, or they still see you as somebody, they didn't see your worth. Now, it's funny that this is showing up here because I felt like somebody didn't see your worth here. And it doesn't depend on this other person on your worth. Your worth doesn't depend on them. It depends on you. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of you. It's about what you know of yourself. Now, this is somebody you might have some youthful playfulness that you have, where you're running around the house. Every time I see this card, I feel this energy of, or sometimes I'll see it even, where there's this dancing with each other in the house with the music blasting and just having a lot of fun and laughter. Yeah, loving words definitely are here. So this person maybe is telling you just how much they actually love you, that they want to build with you. They always saw you as their one, and that they were going to leave a legacy with or create this legacy. Now, you might be like, yeah, well, I've heard it all before. Actions speak louder than words. So I'm not buying it. You may not go back to this person. So there might be something else that you're meant to do. You are maybe meant to school this person about who you were and that it was their loss. You're becoming publicly known, or something's going to glow up here for you. And you may be like, sorry, I'm not coming back. So I don't know why I'm getting that, because I feel like this may have been something you may have wanted at one point, but as you went along and saw all the things and put it all together, it's almost like you had an epiphany of looking back at all the things you learned about this person and see them for who they really are right now instead of what they could be in the future. And that may have been that romantic illusion that you saw their capabilities or what they could be, but it was what they were showing you that they could be. It wasn't really who they are. right now. And you weren't really seeing them for who they are right now. You were seeing them as what they could be in the future. And that's where that illusion runs, um, that romantic illusion and those rose colored glasses, if you will. All right, look at this. All right, so you're happy being single. So you're fine being who you are, going after what you want, doing you. Maybe you talked with your parents and said, "Look, I'm going to do a business for me, for what I can do. It's going to be plentiful. I'm going to have a lot of abundance for this. It's something I love to do. Please forgive me for going after what I want." And I feel like they may understand. And maybe it's not what they wanted for you, but you're like, you had your turn. I'm doing me now, and this is where my mine is. So let's see here. You maybe had a lot of patience about love coming in. You may be focused on yourself here instead. And you just need to walk through that gateway. And I feel like you're on your way to this. You're already halfway through, or you're on your way to following that path. Let's see here. Right. Flexible solitude. This is where you're doing your healing. And there's going to be some thriving that comes forward here, but your ex is coming back around, or somebody from your past. Now, this does not mean that it was an ex that you were with. This could be just somebody you knew from your childhood. Maybe you went out with when you were a teenager, or maybe in preschool, not preschool, but elementary school, that, who the person you liked back then, or something along those lines. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. There's that transformation. So let's just see about the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to things here. Let's see about people in and around you. It doesn't have to be family that is not good for you if that's what shows up. It could be people that know your family, it could be people that are friends that you feel are family, or things like that. Mm. So you may have been married at one point here. There was a big change. There's the moving out. Maybe this things didn't work due to certain expectations that were being held onto, or they were holding onto when it came to you. However, that shows up. Maybe these are things you needed to let go of. Maybe you're expecting this person to become this version you saw in them, or the potential to be this version of them, and which never came, which is that chronic disappointment because you knew they were capable of it. But if they themselves don't know they're capable of it, they'll never become it. So let's just see what this gateway was going to bring. Ah, there's the family room and the concern about maybe what you're doing here as this. Oh, about this marriage. Okay, maybe I feel like maybe they're sensing something's going on here when it comes to the past. You're just focusing on your occupation. You might be this mature woman, or this is a mom figure, somebody you hold in high honor. So maybe it's even a grandmother. Maybe it's somebody that's passed, that is that you hold in high honor. So let's just see, family room. Yeah, this might be somebody from your family that's passed away that is helping guide you. So let's get a couple more cards here. Yeah, this person, you maybe expected them to come back for you, or leave you some type of message, or they're being guided to come back. Let's see here. Yeah, this is what's happened. You've come back, and gave this person a message about maybe getting divorced. You may have dealt with the house and all that, and perhaps you're getting the house, or you gave this person the house, they bought you out, or that was part of the agreement, however that shows up for you. All right, this person might be coming back, or somebody from your past is coming back around for you. The message from your ascended masters. So this may be from your passed over grandmother, or passed over mother, or they don't even have to be passed over. This might be just your mom, um, who's still here in the physical world, giving you a message, however this is for you, about somebody being a thief. So that they're going to just take from you. and your hard work. So you may already know this. I feel like there's just, you're not into anybody coming back from your past, I feel. Yeah, there's maybe love there, but, and this might even be the path that you're meant to go down here. So, hmm, interesting. I want to have a look at collective. What happens after the fact here? You know what? I'm gonna do, instead of doing that, we're gonna do obstacles. What obstacles are in the way of this that might be showing up in February? Well, your Phoenix is rising, so you're upgrading here where you are taking the initiative of going after and doing what you want to do. That self-sabotaging behavior, don't let that get in the way. You might be working from home, so it might be quite easy not to do something. And in February, you might be more likely to take time off or not want to work due to other reasons here. But this is the month that's really going to help you get there. Just don't let yourself sabotage your own business or what you're doing. Okay, family and tribe. Let's see. There might be some type of temptation here. What is this? Letting getting pride get in the way. And this may be with somebody that I'm going to say plays games with you. And what I mean by that is they will even tell somebody that they're standing with, say, I'm going to go over and do this, watch what happens. And they deliberately come over to say, oh, the music's too loud or something, and they're playing this game knowing that it's going to get you to step out of this person you are, and right back into somebody you don't wish to be. Okay, so maybe your pride gets in the way, and you're like, what are you becoming, this old grunchy old person now, or the music's too loud? What? And maybe you say it in a way that's kind of not quite the same of what you would have been before, but they're letting that pride step into your own way. And this might be where this self-sabotaging behavior comes in. Let's just see about this toil and labor, lovers, and the pathway. And this is also kind of saying to me that this love that you may want from somebody from your past or that's meant to cross paths with you again, and getting on the right path here, I feel like it may be work when it comes to love. Love takes work to stay on the right path. So let's just see. There might be sadness about this, about maybe this path is different now, and maybe somebody's looking at you differently now. Let's see. Somebody might be seeing sadness here, and they might be come in as a victim here, as a yeah, you're gonna take off your mask. I feel like you're like, take off your mask because I see you for who you really are, and I'm not buying it. And I feel like I already said that, didn't I? I don't believe it. I'm not buying what you're lying about. So I feel like you're not going to listen to, yeah, actions speak louder than words. So you've heard this type of talk before from this person, and you maybe know now that they are a liar. They like to play games. They like to do chaos. They like to do all these things. That's a big drama, 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 drama. Yeah, you're going to unleash your creativity. I feel like this is you doing you. You're not buying into whatever this bullshit is. You have paid attention to the signs, and you might be seeing the signs still even now, when it comes to this person. So when they do come back around for whatever reason, maybe they're getting divorced, maybe they got remarried, maybe they're coming back to see you. You might be the one to say, look, I know who you really are. I've seen who you really are. And I can't say that I like who you really are. So, I mean, take it however it comes in for you, but I feel like you are more likely to say what's on your mind now, that you see them for who you know they are and who they're trying to pretend that they are. I feel like they didn't want you to see them in their real state. They're without their mask, right? They didn't want you to see that side of them. They didn't want you to see how manipulative they are. They didn't want you to see how many games they play. They didn't want you to see them in that light. And you're seeing them for who they really are. And I don't feel like they like that fact. So, and it may have been that they got married just to upset you, to see if it was going to affect you still. Let's just see about this. You may have gotten divorced from this person. Somebody else might have gotten divorced as well. They might have got the house out of the deal. All right, this may be somebody with darker skin, somebody that acts very immature. I'm getting somebody that has hazel eyes, somebody with straight hair, average height, somebody who's powerful here, somebody that has curl in their hair, sharp face, beauty mark, nicely dressed, and has animated eyes or bigger eyes. Let's see here. Maybe has freckles, and that is younger than you. And then we have somebody that is much shorter stature. So I feel like whoever this is, you may know who this is based on the description here, but let's get the letters in the name or the middle name or the last name. Now, this could also be the other people involved here, the past person, the parents, or yourself. Let's see here, or the person they divorced or that you divorced. We have a U here. We have a Q. We have a T. We have an X. So maybe this is an X of yours. We have an H. And we have a P. And we have a C. Okay. Wow. All right. We got a lot of letters here. So, like I said, maybe this is different letters in Cupid. Cupid. I don't know why that's there, but I don't know why I was thinking that or feeling that. Hmm. Anyways, this is what I have. So somebody didn't want to give up on you. You have a purpose that you're doing. Somebody needs to, looks like they're overcoming some obstacles here. Maybe it's time to spend some time alone. Silence your doubts. Maybe you stand out to people. Maybe there was a strong friendship or a solution here, a diplomatic solution. You keep the faith. You don't give up. You expect a miracle. All right, so this is what I have for you, collective. So please like, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Divine Oracle Tribe if you haven't done so already, of course. And we will see you guys all next time. Thank you so much for all the donations, the super thanks, and of course, just watching the videos. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. It tells YouTube that you enjoy the content and you want to see more of it. All right, guys. Take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Later.